Yeah, there are the people who pretty much are trying to convey, Victor, throughout South Korea that they understand that immigration law needs to be upheld. They understand to a degree that side of the equation. But if you put yourself in the shoes of the South Koreans who are going to the United States to try to help out President Trump's vision of making American industry great again, I think people are astonished here, Victor, that even if there were visa irregularities for more than 300 South Koreans, what you've heard here in Seoul and throughout South Korea over the weekend is pretty much the following, that even if there were visa violations, how about authorities from the United States coming to this plant and saying, hey, we think that XYZ is wrong? Instead, there is an astonished and floored feeling that people have looking at this video released from ICE, seeing fellow South Korean citizens with chains around their waists led away in handcuffs. When you're talking about a key American ally right next door to China in this critical part of the world that's trying to help out American industry, I cannot stress.
My point, family. They're more concerned with hurting South Korean feelings than supporting the rule of law in America. Maybe South Korea isn't used to being treated like other countries with high rates of illegal immigration. But we can't hand out special treatment. Illegal is illegal. Whether you're from Korea, Mexico, Venezuela, Europe, Guatemala, this is the kind of story the mainstream media will never tell you straight. They will twist it and lie about omission until the truth is buried. And if you're tired of their narrative and want the real story, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. We're not afraid to call it how it is over here. We're all family. So in the face of this manufactured firestorm, President Trump, you know how he responded, like we just saw he always does. He spoke the plain, unvarnished truth. You heard what the reporter said, and Trump's response was simple. I would say that they were illegal aliens, right? ICE was just doing his job. In 12 simple words, he sent a message to President Lee and every other world leader. Our alliance is not a free pass. The sovereignty of the United States of America is not for sale. But this is where the genius of Trump doctrine becomes clear, right? Because after reaffirming the law, he immediately pivoted to a common sense solution. There's an argument that Korean engineers are needed for these specialized factories, and that can be true, but needing specialized talent doesn't excuse breaking immigration laws. If they needed to bring in labor, they should have done it legally, and I'm pretty sure a company like Hyundai has the connections to get the visa